Broadcasting live from the Jersey Shore, it's Coach Kev on the Damage 365 Radio Network.
Welcome back, everybody, to another episode of Damage 365 Radio. This is episode number 13. I am Coach Kev, your host today, riding solo as Nick the Beard is on assignment today. We have a great show in store for you today. The show before our WrestleMania 31 pre-pay-per-view show that'll take place at a special time next week at 5 p.m. Eastern Standard Time as we get ready on the final exit of the road to WrestleMania. Should be a pretty damn good pay-per-view. It was a little couple matches that I might want to talk about a little later if we have some time, but one of the matches I will say now is that I'm not looking forward to will be the Divas match, because the Divas Championship is not being defended, and it's WrestleMania. Every title should be defended. I don't care. That's just the way it is. It's the way it always was, and it's the way it should always be. Having a tag team match between the Bellas, Paige and AJ Lee, does nothing for the Divas division, does nothing for the total Divas programming, does nothing for the fan base, does nothing for this Give the Divas a Chance movement. It's just a probably 3.5 minute filler. That's all it is. It should have been a championship match. I don't care if it was a fatal 4-way that included Brie Bella, Paige, AJ Lee, and the champion Nikki. Other than that, this match is garbage. So we got some birthday shout-outs, ladies and gentlemen, we want to hit up. We will go through into commercial break. We'll talk about the next WWE Hall of Famer that will be inducted the night before WrestleMania. Around 6:30 p.m., we will interview one of the one half of the heavy hitters, a staple in the New Jersey independent wrestling scene. Life Louie will be on the show. We'll talk a little wrestling with him, past, present, and now a different future. So we'll talk to Life Louie about that, and we'll get into our round number 2 results of our Jobbers tournament. People have been looking forward to that. And as we wind down at the end of the show, I'll let you know who's going to be here next week. And maybe a little WrestleMania predictions, who knows. But of course, Coach Kev will be having his annual WrestleMania party at the Damage 365 Radio Studios. So everybody should come on over. 7 o'clock tomorrow. I mean next week. Tomorrow. 7 o'clock Sunday, as WrestleMania 31 will take over the world. And looking forward to it. Looking forward to it. New house, WrestleMania. It's going to be fun. But without further ado, let's get into some shout-outs. The birthday shout-outs go out today on the show to Damage outfielder number 1, Chris McNamara. Happy birthday, Chris. Happy birthday goes out to the Damage alum, Jennifer Shanker. Happy birthday, Jen. Happy birthday goes out to the Damage alum, Paul Churchio Jr. Happy birthday, Church Jr. And another Damage alum, happy birthday, Christine Jones. Happy birthday, Christine, and happy birthday to everybody celebrating their birthday this week, along with all those from Damage 365 Radio.
paid for by the New World Order.
Hello, ladies. The Big Valboski here, and you're listening to Damage 365 Radio.
On January 17th, 2KW Pro took the next step in the Bronx, New York. Now you can take the next step from the comfort of your own home. Now available on gumroad.com/L/the next step. For only $7, you get to see an amazing 8-match card featuring the Walking Riot Rays and the Funky Monkey, Angel Ortiz, tearing the building down, literally. A high-flying tag team throwdown as the High Spot Heroes attempt to steal the show against the Liberty City Dynasty. Styles clash as the Iron Fists of Joe Bullrug look to knock out the MMA fighter David Potter. And in a triple threat throwdown that you will not want to miss, Sir William Black returns to the ring against the real effing deal Mike Drastic and the absolute Chris Cage. All this plus the 2KW Pro debut of John Davis, Larry Dallas, Matthew Ryan Shapiro, and much, much more. Pre-order now for only $7 on gumroad.com/L/the next step. 2KW Pro. Take the step.
The following announcement has been paid for by the New World Order.
Controversial athletes in the country. Larry Zbyszko, the Steel Man from the Steel City. Oh my! It's Larry Zbyszko, the living legend!
The journey of a legend begins with one giant step. And what better start for the illustrious career of Larry Zbyszko than being mentored by one of the greatest champions of all time, Bruno Sammartino.
Perhaps the closest friend you have in professional wrestling will make reference to Larry Zbyszko.
Just a phenomenal athlete, and I'm very proud of him.
Voted the Pro Wrestling Illustrated Rookie of the Year in 1974, Zbyszko earned the trust of his teacher and was granted the opportunity to showcase his talents in a match against Sammartino.
One of the greatest matches ever on television. Larry Zbyszko against Bruno Sammartino.
But even Bruno himself never expected what would happen next.
Look out! Zbyszko going to work on Sammartino. Zbyszko striking Sammartino. Can he really let him have it? Oh, no. Well, I went in the ring with Sammartino, and when he tried to humiliate me, I didn't take it. And you know where it got me, all you cowards? It got me right to the top!
Zbyszko's actions made him one of the most reviled antagonists in all of wrestling, and his newfound aggression made him an imposing opponent in the ring, and soon a two-time AWA heavyweight champion.
The new heavyweight champion of the world, the living legend from Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania.
After 30 years of antagonizing the public inside the ring,
Basically, Spudhead, anybody, anywhere in the world, in front of any crowd, Larry Zbyszko will wrestle.
the living legend would win back the trust of fans by becoming WCW's signature voice during the Monday Night War.
If you're so tough, why don't you come to Larryland, Bischoff?
And was one of the brave few who refused to back down from the renegade NWO.
I changed wrestling history, and I'm going to change the New World Order for life.
A stalwart both in and out of the ring, Larry Zbyszko will forever be the living legend. And now, a WWE Hall of Famer.
It's not easy being a legend, but someone's got to do it.
The always outspoken Larry Zbyszko guy.
There you have it, ladies and gentlemen. former multiple-time AWA World Heavyweight Champion and the former voice of WCW, Larry the Legend Zbyszko, being inducted into the WWE Hall of Fame. Sounds a little weird to say that, but it is true. I don't know what took so long for this to happen. I mean, we sat here last week and we joked around about, why the Bushwhackers were in the Hall of Fame, and guys like Coco Beware, why he was in the Hall of Fame, and other ones we just really, really don't get excited about. But Larry Zbyszko, that's a guy, that's a name. He should have been in the Hall of Fame years ago. I mean, you think Larry Zbyszko, okay? You think Bruno Sammartino. You think Jerry Lawler. Both, by the way, Hall of Famers. So now, if those are like the first names that pop into your mind during Larry Zbyszko's era, during his run, then how isn't Larry Zbyszko a Hall of Famer years ago? Lawler's been in. Sammartino should have been in years ago, but because of issues with McMahon, it took Triple H to finally put an end to that and get Bruno Sammartino where he belongs. But if those things didn't happen between McMahon and Bruno Sammartino probably would have been inducted probably 15 years ago. So I just don't understand the thought process of the Hall of Fame. I understand, some people can't be in the Hall of Fame because of things they've done in the past, publicly, outside of WWE, things that, like, if you Google their name, the first thing that pops up is, porn or, just stuff that you don't want children to see, and this is what they cater to, children. They cater to the t-shirt buyers. That's what they're catering to. It's not a secret. So to see something like this, Larry Zbyszko, an AWA champion. All right, yeah, the Sheep Herders were AWA tag team champions too, but nobody knew who the Sheep Herders were before they got to the WWE when they became the Bushwhackers. Okay, and then the Bushwhackers were nothing but glorified tag team jobbers. Okay, so you want to put them in the Hall of Fame as, because of what they did prior to WWE, then you need to expand your Hall of Fame to not just calling it the WWE Hall of Fame. You should be calling it the Professional Wrestling Hall of Fame. And if you're going to go back and say, all right, well, the Sheep Herders deserve to be in because they were multiple-time AWA tag team champions, and Larry Zbyszko was a two-time AWA World Heavyweight Champion. How about all those other people that were AWA tag team champions, AWA World Champions, NWA World Champions? What about everybody else? I mean, where does the line, bend? We can't go back, 30 years ago and say, all right, this guy doesn't deserve to be in the Hall of Fame, even though he's a 4-time champion, but this guy, because he actually appeared in WWE television, belongs in the Hall of Fame. You just put, Larry Zbyszko in the Hall of Fame, who never appeared on WWE television. Sorry, I mean, that's just the way it is, and then he's going to always be known as the voice of WCW, and it's just a little weird, to be honest. It's just a little weird. I don't know. I would love, I mean, of course, I mean, I'd be preaching in the choir, so I would love to get Triple H on the show and just talk about Hall of Fame. I sat there and watched him during the Stone Cold podcast, and he talked about the Hall of Fame, with Randy Savage and others. Kind of tiptoed around a couple of people. I know Stone Cold really wanted to get an answer of somebody like China. And, he basically said, when you Google China, what pops up? Porn.